Okay. What you saying, producers? E.N.I on the track. Back on your box. In today's video, it's another one of those ones where I've let the camera roll as I'm making the beat. Not done too much talking, just so you can get a better look at my workflow. But yeah, in today's video, we're gonna have a go at making a drill beat, making the drums first. Now, I know it's not normal practice, but yeah, let's have fun with it and see what we come up with. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button as well, because you're gonna like this video. Yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so drill beat, drums first. It's probably a good idea I'll throw some hi-hats on to get that bounce going. Alright, so we got that hi-hat. Let's add another one. Coming up with an 808 without a melody is kind of tough. So just go and make the melody real quick, and then we'll come back to finishing off the drums. But we're still on track. Making this beat with the drums first. That's how we started. It's going to making the melody, and for the melody, I'm going to use an app that I've recently downloaded. It's called Piano Motif. Piano Motif is, I'm going to call it like an AI app. It uses some sort of algorithm and random selection of notes to come up with random melodies, and piano motifs is what they call them. So here's the setup. It's pretty clean, pretty simple interface. You can set the tempo for this MIDI. So but basically what it is you can create the melody and then you can export it as MIDI notes, which I'm gonna then do to then move it into Beatmaker 3 and create my pattern of that. So because it's algorithmic and it's random, I'm creating melodies off the fly and randomly that I couldn't make ordinarily, and I don't think many people could. And yeah, you can set the key that you want. You can have any key. I like to set mine on any key just to see how things sound in different keys. You can set the scale that the app comes up with. Major, minor, mixed Lydian. So you got modes as well. I like to go with harmonic, so we'll leave it on harmonic. Here you got time signature. It's on any by default, but I'm gonna take it to 4/4, just a standard 4/4 pattern. Right, we've got octaves, min and maximum. So what's the range of our melody? How many octaves do we want a melody to span? I'm gonna have it span from octave 1 to, let's try octave 5 to start with. Bars, let's go with 8 bars for this pattern. So accompaniment style. So this is like what the left hand is doing. You got it on random, but this is random between. You can have chords playing throughout the pattern, sustained chords, syncopation, bass notes and chords, arpeggios. You've got loads of different options for your accompaniment style. Similarly with your melody constraint as well. What kind of notes do you want to be playing in your right hand? for the melody. I like to keep this on scale only and keep my accompaniment style on random, just see how it sounds. And then yeah, MIDI export loop ready, got that turned on. You can add swing rhythm to this if you want to add some swinging to your beats, but I don't really play with this feature. And then we've got melody max note duration. So what is the maximum what is the maximum length of notes being played in the right hand? So you got your melody note frequency. How often do you want the melody notes to be playing? Obviously, if you've got your constraints set to scale only, then you know you're going to have certain notes being played as for a number of times. So you can set that, or you can have that on any. I'm just going to leave that for any now. So we've got these settings saved. Piano motif. We save this now. Hit play. So it's just 70 BPM. If I hit play now, it's going to play our first algorithmically created random melody. So let's see how it sounds. So that sounded kind of cold, you know. I think I'm gonna keep that. So what I do is if I like a pattern that's been played, I'll save it first of all. So I've got quite a number of these. So what key was this in? This is D sharp harmonic. So I just got D sharp. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this MIDI free track because it's likely that there are 3 tracks playing in the MIDI. The accompaniment, a bass note, and then to the right hand melody notes. Just going to save that to files. I've got a folder set up in my MIDI exports under Beatmaker 3. Folder of our MIDI exports coming from Piano Motif. So I'm going to save it in this folder here. Let's head back into Beatmaker 3. So let's throw on a pure synth on this pad here. And because it's 3 tracks, what we find is you're going to need to duplicate your audio unit across 3 pads, just so that you get all 3 layers of the MIDI notes playing. We'll go over to our song view, or our sequence view rather. I'm going to create a pattern in Pure Synth Platinum here. I'm going to drag it out to the full 8 bars, double tap and open it up. So we've got the pattern window open up. Then going to go into the first pad, open up the keys view, and then I'm going to go into my exports in my folder structure. Let's get the mouse going. So I'm in my folder structure here. I'm looking for my MIDI exports, which is here on the PMs. As you can see, I've got a couple that I've exported already, I've played around with. It's 017. Let's drag that in, import it. So what have we got? We've got a top line melody in this first pad here. If we come out of this, we see that the other 2 pads are also populated with notes. So it looks like we've got some chords here in pad 2, and then pad 3 are also some chords. Perhaps sitting on a low octave, that's C2. That's also C2. All right, let's see how that sounds. Probably a good idea to take it off the initial sound. So let's just pick a body piano. And obviously I exported the MIDI at 70 BPM, so it's playing at 143 now, so it is going to sound faster, but don't worry about that. I'm going to sort that out later. Now something's off with one of these chords. I don't like the note that they've thrown in on one of these chords. So I'm going to take off this top line, just mute these 2 pads and just play this. this pattern is pretty fast. So I'm gonna throw some halftime on this pad, on this bank rather, and let's see how the pattern sounds now. I want to bounce this track out to an audio file so I can play around with the pitch real quick. Let's just do that. Yo, so that's the beat finished. Again, I got all the components needed to make the beat. I've added a couple of effects and transitions as I've gone ahead and arranged it. Stick around for that at the end of the video. I had a good fun with this one. Started out with a beat, went in and made a melody, went back to finishing off with the 808. Let me know what you think in the comments. But yo, if you like what you've seen today, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. And as always, guys, keep cooking.
E.N.I on the track.